Okay, you guys, I have a very important question to ask you. So, when you eat one of these, do you eat the whole thing as is, or do you take it apart like I do and eat everything separately? Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Jennie here. So today I thought I would do a get ready with me because I am getting ready to do a small, we'll say, photo shoot with Kyler and his dad. Today's Kyler's birthday, and so I do want to look nice for the photos. It's his first birthday, so I do want to look somewhat decent. Normally I don't wear makeup unless if I'm filming, but I thought I would do this quick get ready with me because I want to talk about my first year of motherhood. Anyways, the makeup that I'm doing you guys have seen before, so it's really nothing special. It's just more to get on my makeup, and I thought I would kill two birds with one stone and film it and to talk about or reflect about what my first 365 days of motherhood was like. So I am using the EX1 foundation in F300. It's almost gone, you guys. Like, do you guys see that? It is almost gone. I am so excited. Do you guys get excited when you guys are almost done your foundation? Especially when your collection is huge and it's just like you're slowly decluttering it. I'm like that. But then the problem is that you get those damn Sephora 20% off sales or whichever membership you are, 15 or 10%, and then you restock everything all over again. I'm telling you, it's like a bad habit. I just got foundation all over my clothes. Amazing. So yesterday was Kyler's birthday party, and that is February 23rd. That was his birthday party, but his actual birthday is today, and today is the 24th. And we did on the 23rd just because, you know, family members are working and it was a weekend, so that's what we figured we would do. We didn't do a huge shindig like a lot of people do. When I mean by a huge shindig, like, we didn't throw a party. Like, we didn't rent a hall. We didn't invite like 600 people and their pets. Like, we just kept it small. It was just my side of the family and Ender's side of the family. We went to a buffet restaurant. We ordered a really nice cake and we sung happy birthday to Kyler. We wanted it small just because, well, truthfully, I don't have the energy to plan a huge birthday. And like, with everything that's been going on in our lives, there was just not enough energy, and we figured like Kyler would not remember it. We thought we would just keep it simple and small, and it would save money, it would save drama, it would save hassle to do it this way. I am having a hard time, I'm just concealing these pimples because the time of the month is coming, finding the proper foundation color, because the foundations that I currently own, they are foundations that used to be my color when I used to work a lot. And when I worked a lot, I was indoors. So, because I was indoors, I barely got any UV light, I got any sunlight, and I was a lot lighter. Now that I am outside most of the time with Kyler and I'm getting plenty of UV light, like, my skin is even dark during the winter months. Like, I can tell this foundation is a shade lighter than my skin tone, but this foundation was actually purchased for my summer color. So I honestly don't even know what color I am now. And let's get real here, like, my summer color when I was working full time wasn't even that dark because I was indoors a lot working, so I barely saw any sun. But like, now I'm seeing so much sun and it's just taking a long time for my color to fade. I'm not complaining, I just can't find my foundation color now. So anyways, I'll just use a lot of bronzer to tone everything down and to take me just a little bit darker. Anyways, let's talk about my first year of motherhood. My first year of motherhood was really, really hard. And I think that's normal for a lot of mothers. I've been speaking to a lot of mothers like this. You know, they always say, oh, but it's worth it. Yes, it's worth it. But it's hard. Like, I kept hearing a lot of things like, you won't have time for yourself. You won't be able to do your own hair, your own makeup. Like, there's no way. There's no way you can do any of this stuff. And I said to myself, because I was naive when I got pregnant, and I was like, that's not going to be me. I'm going to find some time. Let me tell you, they were right. They were right. Okay, like, I have to find time to put on my makeup and to film and to edit all around Kyler's schedule, which now he's like 1 year old, so he barely naps. Okay, if you guys know, he is not a good sleeper, and so now, like, I've got to film, and I basically have to do things in between, like during him sleeping, which is very difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna put a little bit more powder than usual because we're not really taking these photos till 5 p.m. when Ender comes home from work, and it is like 11 a.m. and I have very oily skin. So I'll just keep kicking the powder on. Yeah, it's difficult. Like, let's put it out here. This is like 1 day old hair. It looks decent. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you guys something. So the day before I gave birth to Kyler, which is the 23rd of February, I diffused my hair because I had a feeling that I was going to give birth very soon. And my instincts were right. I gave birth to him on the 24th. Yesterday, February 23, 2020, okay, I picked up my diffuser for the very first time. The very first time, okay, for a whole year. Because I had no time to diffuse my hair, or if I had time to diffuse my hair, I couldn't turn it on because Kyler was either sleeping or I had something more important to do. So I always let my hair air dry. So let me tell you, that is how much time I don't have and how much of a pleasure it was yesterday when I diffused my hair for the very first time in a year. Just combing my eyebrow hairs to take out some of the powder. I do have to say though, okay, and I know a lot of mothers will agree with me, I stopped breastfeeding when Kyler was 5 months old. I just couldn't produce any more milk. He was sleeping through the night, so there wasn't much demand for my milk. And we had to switch him to formula, which is fine because breastfeeding it's a full-time job, and kudos to every mother who does it beyond the teething months, because it's not easy. So Ender and I had to put him on food, like formula food, and it was very difficult. Not the fact that I had stopped breastfeeding, but it was difficult the fact that we had to make his powder, it was powder formula. We had to make his powder formula 24 hours in advance. So a lot of parents will make the formula as the baby needs it throughout the day because they don't want any product waste. But I had put Kyler into a lot of baby programs because I want him to socialize. And because we were out the whole day, I could not make his food. So I prepared all his bottles the night before when he went to bed, and I would take it out the next day as I needed it. And let me tell you, powder formula is like, it's tiring. It's tiring preparing his food. Like, Kyler would go to sleep at 7. I would put water into the kettle. I would start the kettle. That was the easy part. The hard part was when the water stopped boiling, I had exactly an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half to make the food. I only had a 15-minute time span to make it, because if I had made his food before the hour and 15 minutes, the water was way too hot for me to handle. And if I had made it over the hour and a half, the powder wasn't going to melt, because the water had cooled down enough that the powder was not going to melt. And so whenever I would start the kettle, I would have to tell myself in my head, whatever I'm doing an hour and a half from now, I would have to stop it. So I would keep myself busy for an hour and a half after I turn on the kettle to prevent myself from sleeping. And I had to make sure that whatever I was doing, I was able to pull away from to make his food. It gets tiring when you have to do that for 7 months. Like, really tiring. So, let me tell you, I have had to pull myself away from editing, watching a series. Like, when me and Ender were watching Netflix, we would have to pull ourselves away from watching our series so one of us can make his food. I've had to pull away from diamond painting. I had to pull myself away from word searches. I basically had to pull myself away from me time to do it. Now, it doesn't take a long time to make, but it does get tiring, because, you know, once you start to relax and you don't want to get up, you have to force yourself to get up, because you only have really like a 15-minute window to make it. So, because he's now 1 year old, I don't have to make any of his food, and instead Kyler gets to drink regular milk. And I am so very happy about that. Like, even Ender, when I told him, hey Ender, like, we don't have to make his powdered milk anymore, Ender was just like, what? We don't have, like, shut up, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, like, let's celebrate. I know you think, oh gosh, it's just like powder milk or powder formula, like, what's the big deal, or how could you complain? And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. All I'm just saying is that when you have to walk away from something that's dedicated to yourself, it sucks, and you have to do it every day. It just sucks, but you do it because you have to, right? Okay, I have to put my eyeliner on. My mirror is down here, and I need to be like right up close to my mirror, so I will be right back with my eyeliner on. So, also, now that Kyler is also 1, he will start transitioning from the bottle to the sippy cup. And I have tried every single sippy cup, although I hear the 360 sippy cup is the best cup. I have tried every single sippy cup, and Kyler, when he takes it, and I've showed him about 100 times, he just thinks it's a toy. He takes his cup and he throws it. I am dreading, like, that sippy cup will be the epitome of me. Because, let's get real here, like, he can't be on a bottle forever. Another thing that I'm excited about is that I am possibly 1.5 years away from never having to change a diaper again. I am excited about that. And I'm also excited that any day now, Kyler is going to start walking. So he did take his first steps. He is cruising furniture. He will only take his first steps if he knows that there's something to hold on to, or if he knows that, like, there's something to catch him. Like, me or Ender around when he falls, which is a really good sign. Other than that, if it's just like an open area, Kyler will not try. He won't even think about taking his first steps. But he did take his first steps, and I'm excited that he's taking his first steps because he's slowly becoming like, you know, a little man. But I am worried because he's crawling right now and he is fast. The amount of comments I get from mothers who say how fast he is on his fours, he is going to be so fast on his 2 feet, and I have to chase him around everywhere. And he's only on four parts of his body right now. He hasn't learned to run, and I can't imagine how fast he's going to be when he finally figures out that he can go faster running. Like, oh boy. And I'm tired. I am tired every day of chasing him. Every day. It does add up. Like, I get quite a bit of exercise just trying to chase him. If you guys notice how I've lost weight over the videos, it's because I'm chasing Kyler. And if you guys have noticed, or if you guys realize that I'm starting to gain weight, it's because, like at the beginning of this video, I have this like addiction to Oreo cookies now. I love it. Absolutely love it. On a total side note. Anyways, before I went off on a tangent, yes, yesterday was Kyler's birthday party, and it was really nice. We had Ender's side of the family and my side of the family come. We put out some balloons. We even custom ordered a cake, which was really nice. I told Ender, because we're not going to have like the extended families around, like, let's do something special and let's get him a nice cake. And Ender said fine. You know, the compromise there was if we got Kyler a nice cake, then we would have to get Kyler also a nice birthday outfit, because Ender is very big on the clothes that Kyler wears. So Kyler wore a nice Superman cardigan. The cake we ordered for him was a red velvet cake, and it had an edible picture of himself on the cake. I will post a picture right here of what that cake looked like. It looked amazing. And then we got lots of presents, or Kyler got a lot of presents, and I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who contributed to Kyler's birthday in any way, shape, or form. Like, thank you. So I don't know how much reflecting I did, but I just needed to get these thoughts out of my head, and thank you so very much for watching me. If you made it to the end, you guys are awesome. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe all down below, or you can catch me on all my social media, which is right here. That's at Kiss Jennie. That's spelled kiss.jennie, Jennie with an IE. Or if you want to subscribe to my channel, click on my face right here, or if you want to catch me in my last video, click right here. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!